Everybody, good morning. I'm Molly from Bell Farms. All right, so it's before 5, I think it's like 4:30, and we're over here in Auburn, and we're cleaning up the rest of the sweet corn here. So it's dark. Sorry guys, I don't have a good camera light. I'm using my cell phone. But we're gonna check Shane out while he is picking this last little bit of corn, and then we're gonna make the big move down to the 100-acre field, which is really exciting. I haven't flown the drone over there since we did some irrigation a little while ago, so I'm really excited to see what that entire field looks like in tassel. All right guys, I'm gonna show you some of this corn picking stuff, and we're gonna move our way down to Durham, and then I'll be back later. Move is going good. We've got a little bit of morning traffic, but that's to be expected. First tank in the 100-acre field. Look at this though. So this is by far the most beautiful thing I think I've ever seen. I think the fall foliage is the most beautiful thing I've ever seen so far in real life. Okay, so this is awesome. Like I said before, when I first started this YouTube channel, we had just like almost wrapped up sweet corn in this field, and I'm so excited to be back here filming. Even just seeing this myself with the drone, it is amazing. I mean, there's like over 80 acres of sweet corn here. Once you subtract the spray roads and stuff like that, I think it amounts to about 80 acres. Oh. So this entire field is nirvana, except for maybe a very small patch of a variety that we're gonna try, a new variety. It's important to try new varieties because you never know what you're gonna find. That's how we found nirvana, was through trying a new variety. We've been growing nirvana for a very long time, and this is just the most excellent corn to pack. It's easy to pick. It doesn't grow too tall. It usually has one ear on it. I do see a lot of second ears on a lot of these plants, but generally speaking, there's one ear. And what that means is when you're picking, you have less junk going into your picker because you're only picking one ear. But like this here, this is a second ear because it's real tiny. And you know, this is our good first ear. So let's take a look at this ear. This is just a random one I picked out of the pile here. So you can see the shank is really short on this. You don't really need to break it. Everything is nice and compact. We got some nice flagging here. We always like to see that. Nice brown silk. Okay. Kernel to the very tip. Yeah, this is a beautiful ear of corn. So I probably eat about 6 ears of corn a day. Definitely 1 or 2 for breakfast, maybe 1 throughout the day, and then we usually always have corn every night during corn season. Last night we had sweet corn, we had new potatoes, and we had deer. It's probably like my favorite meal to have. When Shane's loading the trucks, the first dump goes in the back. That way that it's not too smashed up against the tailgate here. And then the second dump will go towards the front of the truck. This makes it easier to unload. And ideally it would be nice to put like 1 dump in each truck because it would unload easier, but we don't have enough trucks to do that. On a good day, we like to unload 4 trucks. Sometimes it's a little more, sometimes it's a little less. Just depends on orders for the day. But Shane is gonna keep picking. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna wait till this truck is full, and then I'm gonna drive this truck back to the farm and So it doesn't seem like it's taking him that long to fill these tanks. So that's a good sign. All the way down, these are the short rows too, so all the way down, you know, he can fill a tank before he even reaches the end of this block here. So that's pretty cool. Lots of backing up for Shane for the first few times through the field. Starting with over here, we had a really cool spring. We got our corn seed in right away, but we ended up having like 10 days where it was really cold and we had a lot of rain. And this patch is coming in pretty uneven, unfortunately. Part of that is because of the rain and it kind of like sealed over the soil, so the germination wasn't all at the same time. Long story short, we're gonna have to grade the corn a little bit more today because there are some discrepancies on how ripe it is. So that's where our training comes in handy. Each day when I look at the corn, I show the packers what they need to be looking for. So right now, I'm not really seeing a lot of bird damage, so that's really good. And we're also not seeing a lot of worms. You're gonna have a few here and there. But the one thing that we are looking out for is immature corn. And it can be tricky to spot because it's heavy and the shape is good, and you can tell by touching the tip of the corn. You may have seen that in a video with me and Ray when we were in the field, but you can kind of feel the end of the corn to tell if those kernels have filled out and they're ripe versus they're just established, and you know the corn is still going to be heavy, but it's not going to be that like blunt tip that we're looking for. So I'm gonna have to spend a little bit more time training today going over that, but that is okay.